So I'm just going to introduce and talk a little bit about ring pessaries in this video. So ring pessaries are basically an intravaginal device that can be used and are pretty common, especially when it comes to the first type of pessary that is often tried, particularly with anterior wall prolapse or bulge, what used to be known as a cystocele, or basically kind of now kind of is known more as an anterior wall prolapse. So the ring pessary can be inserted, and I often talk to women about it being like a sports bra but for the insides, and it basically gives that support where the connective tissue and the muscles aren't doing the job that they need to do. So this is one example of a ring pessary, and they come in all different sizes, and this is another one. So obviously this one's a lot smaller, and this one is made of PVC, and this one is silicone, and obviously a bit bigger. So in terms of the ring pessary, the PVC one is often fitted. So if you went to your GP surgery and they offered to fit a pessary, it would often be this style of pessary. Or like I say, there's different sizes. So depending on the width of your vagina, that would depend on what size was chosen. And again, I often say to clients that I see that it's often a bit of trial and error. It can maybe sometimes be too small or sometimes be too big. So when a woman comes to me, if I was doing a pessary fitting, we would put it in, and then I would get the lady to do a few squats, walk a bit on the spot, jump up and down a few times, and also go to the toilet to check that she was able to pass urine. That's not a given, that definitely means that it's okay, but it's a good start. Sometimes people will go to pessary clinics and they're maybe fitted, and then by the time they walk out to the car park, it's fallen down. And I can understand it's really frustrating because they maybe have to wait again to try another size, maybe go up a size, or potentially try a different style. So with the PVC ones, this one, they're quite rigid. You can soften them by putting them in warm water, but they're still quite hard, as you can see maybe with me trying to squash it. Whereas the silicone pessaries are more malleable, which means that they're easier for self-management. So some women, and there's different Facebook groups that there's an ability to kind of like discuss with other women who are also experiencing prolapse and things that they might choose to help. So they might discuss on those types of forums about using the flexible pessary so that they can self-manage. So with the ring pessary, whether it's the PVC one or this one, they can be inserted and they can be in place for kind of 3 to 6 months, sometimes a wee bit longer as well, or else some women use them as and when, so it might be if they were going for a run or doing something else that they wanted to have that support. And again, with the ring pessaries, with all the different sizes, the potential is that you can still have sexual relations because there is a not space occupying insert, which is different. So sometimes like the ring pessaries can come with support, but that obviously means that with regards to intimacy, that's not really going to be doable with the insert or the support, should I say, in the middle of the ring. So that's just a wee bit about the ring pessaries. There are different companies that you can buy them from, or else the other alternative is to first of all see if the GP can prescribe them, or the GP might refer you to a pessary clinic, or also sometimes a gynaecologist would fit them. Or it could be if you ask, then the GP would be able to kind of explain what route they would be able to be accessed wherever you stay. If you have any questions, just drop them in the comments below and I'll try and reply, and hope that you find that interesting with regards to ring pessaries.